Welcome, friends, foes, and everyone in between. Today's an exciting matchup between an undefeated Tigers looking to reclaim the top spot on the table, and the Crew, despite their position, are not an easily dispatched outfit. My name's Chris. We're joined here by Mike. Mike, how's it going?
It's going well. Can't complain too much. Looks like we're pretty far up there in the table. Still undefeated going into this game, which is pretty nice. That's one of only two teams going in to week 5 undefeated. So excited for this matchup.
Yeah, lining up against the Crew, currently sitting in 11th right now. But don't let that fool you. They're a tough team. So let's check out the lineup here. We'll have Joel starting in goal as always, with Pat and Jose bringing up the defense. Myself centrally with Robert and John on the flanks, and Mike always providing that good hold-up play up top, with Jason and Henning on the bench as substitutes, with Albert managing this game.
Yeah, unfortunately we're missing our 3 ringers we picked up over the offseason. Hopefully they're back from the injury report pretty soon.
Oh, when you finish, you ready?
Crew's going to get us started.
Okay.
And we're off. Crew immediately cycling around outside, sending it down the left-hand side, and immediately back. Defender slips a little bit, doesn't quite give it up though, gets it back to the keeper safely, and we're still recycling. Mike close there, almost able to get that switch of play, and again almost getting that switch of play just outside of his reach.
And I know a big focus for the Tigers today is defensive structure, defensive shape. Really focus on moving the ball to the outsides. We'll see if they can accomplish that today, but they're starting off pretty strong.
Tigers throw in, Chris sends it up in the middle.
Take your time.
Robert holding up, taking a quick snapshot. Keeper has to make a save there, clearance out wide. Great shot there from Robert.
Yeah, this is great vision from Robert here, getting that snapshot off and forcing a strong save out of the keeper. It's an early statement of intent there, and he just found himself in a wonderful position and tried to take advantage of it.
Pat setting up for the long throw. Tigers getting people in the box. Pat sends it. Crew rise to meet it and send it long. Jose jostles it. A little bit of a trip up there in the middle. Ball goes out for a goal kick.
Yeah, and the Crew's feeling the pressure here early.
Crew bringing it down the left-hand side. Again, Mike almost getting it at the top there. Unable to quite reach. Shouldn't have shaved his studs before the game. Crew bringing it down the right-hand side. Big switch play over to the left. Woodlands Tigers seem to be staying in a very compact shape, giving the Crew a tough time to find a weak spot. Defenders heading forward a little bit, and again, Woodlands Tigers pushing them back. Mistake from the defender there. Mike able to finally get a foot to the ball, holding the play up. Thinks better of taking on his man, passing it back to the middle for playmaker Chris, who takes a quick shot just wide of the goal. Goal kick, Crew.
Yeah, and this is a wonderful little touch from Mike, just to keep the ball under control.
Mike Herring, the keeper, a little bit. He was able to get it out for a Tigers throw-in. John getting started quickly. Mike taking a bad touch there, but Crew is able to collect it in their own box and cycle it out wide.
Behind you, Chris.
Good! Crew making a mistake, giving it to John there in the middle, passing it over to Robert. Robert finds Chris. Chris setting up, taking a shot. Just long.
Good job, Chris.
Yeah, and taking that shot, I felt it from the moment I was swinging my leg. I was leaning back, The move felt good, sold him one way, just got a little under the ball there and trying to hit that on target.
So think of goals.
Crew getting started with another low goal kick, bringing it down the left-hand side.
There you go,
Tigers absorbing the pressure up to their midway line and then clamping it shut, but Crew are able to pass through out to the corner flag, not finding anything. Ball goes out for a Crew throw.
What do you say?
I actually think it was a foul.
Okay.
I'm not sure what the foul was, but that's what he called.
Oh, they're going to get it.
Tigers are very compact here with Mike dropping all the way almost to the D. Sending the ball back. Chris able to win 50-50 ball. John sends it down the right-hand side, unable to get past that back line of Crew. And it goes back, Tigers to recycle. Oh, that was a free kick.
Yeah, it just took a little nick on my way through. And the ref waited to see if the advantage was there and didn't see a clear and obvious one and just gave the free kick.
Chris setting up over the ball. Sends the ball in just a little bit lower than I think he would have wanted. Crew's able to get that out and get back on the counterattack pretty quickly. Fortunately, Chris is already back to send it back Crew's goals way. Robert finding John in the middle there. John taking a quick shot. Unfortunately blocked by Crew, who are on the counterattack. They turn to look at a solid back line of Tigers. Give and go there, but Joel's quick out of his goal. Harrying the attacker, sends it wide over Joel.
Yeah, and this is great goalkeeping from Joel here. Just cutting off the angle, making sure nothing gets by him.
Joel taking his first goal kick of the game, short to Pat. Pat sends it down to Robert on the left-hand side. Robert brings it into Chris, back out to Pat. Tigers moving slowly into the Crew's half. Big pass from Pat there. Unfortunately, John unable to get on the end of that.
Stick your foot out, John.
It's a dangerous opportunity there. Great pass from Pat. Might drop back to cover John's spot. Robert doing great defense there to push the ball back again while Tigers get back in their defensive formation. Chris doing a great job to win the ball there, bringing the ball down the right-hand side. Sending it into Mike. Unfortunately, Mike unable to get on the end of that. Crew's defender able to get that wide. Chris winning it again in the middle, taking a quick shot, goes wide low on the Crew goal, out for a goal kick.
That was actually Robert there, getting that shot off. And of note here, Tigers are doing a superb job of getting the ball through, finding those through balls into the top of the box for the Crew. However, the final touch just seems to be an issue right now. So hopefully they can clean it up throughout the game.
Robert sending a ball across the box. Dangerous ball there. Unfortunately, Tigers aren't able to get on the end of that. Crew bringing the ball up the left-hand side. Mike winning the ball in the middle, taking a nice little touch. Unfortunately, just sends it long for a goal kick.
Yeah, it's surprising the Crew keep trying to force the ball down the left side of the field for them when you have Mike and John on that side. So you have some pace and you have just absolute tenacity going after the ball.
Joel sending the ball out wide to Jose.
You can switch. Pat, ask for it. Switch. Give it a Pat. Man coming, wide. Good job. Yeah, Pat.
Great cycling around the back from Tigers, maintaining possession.
Look at John. John, cut
Shot from Chris, just wide of the goal, wide right of the goal. Mike unable to get on the end of that to steer it goal
Word.
Word.
Close enough.
Crew bringing it up, taking it wide, sending it goalward, but Joe collecting in the 6-yard box. Getting the attack going again. Ball is cut out by Crew's defender.
Good, hold it.
Yeah, Crew so far doing well to cut out that quick counterattack from the Tigers.
Yeah, Crew seems to have they seem to get their width from wingbacks with a central defender instead of 2 defenders like Tigers have.
Right, and there's a couple guys on the Crew that are dangerous and you have to watch out for. I can't remember the numbers, but there's a young gentleman with, I believe he's wearing indoor shoes or turf shoes because he slips a few times, but he's quick. He's
sending it
physical.
in quickly. John almost getting on the end of that, but that is collected by the Crew goalkeeper. Sorry about that.
No, absolutely. There's a tremendous effort from John and Robert to try to get on the end of that. Again, just one of those moments of...
Oh, big chance from Crew. Joel coming out and stopping the ball, just standing on it. Great job from Joel there coming out to meet the attacker.
Yeah, and I just want to point out, as goofy as that situation ended up, this is fantastic goalkeeping. You could see the panic in the Crew striker's eyes. He didn't know where to go, so he just tried to poke it past Joel, and, you know, it was right where Joel was. He gave him no room, no option to really put that in the back of the net.
Okay, fall back!
Quick turnover for a quick attempt on goal from the Crew. Joel
Good save,
rises
Joel!
to the occasion, always in a good spot.
It's an interesting run of play right now. Tigers appear to be dominating, and yet Joel has been called into action in the last couple minutes, probably way too often for comfortability for the guys in green.
Yeah, that's fine.
We have a free kick for Tigers. Chris stands over it. Tigers pushing players forward into the Crew's box. Chris sends ball in, comes off of the wall, out for a throw-in.
Yeah, I was just trying to keep that one tight around him, and it was a little too tight.
Tigers throw in. Sending it over to John. Does well, unfortunately not getting the touch he was wanting. Crew is able to clear it. Good pressure there from Henning to force a bad pass where Pat was able to collect and cycle it around the back again for Tigers. Oh, nice little attempt at a flick back across goal. Joel sent that in. Mike was unable to get the touch he wanted. Goes out for a Crew goal kick.
Yeah, and this is a brilliant little idea here. Coming in from Jose and Mike just trying to do anything to get it back to the middle. You know, it's a bit ill-fated to not come off the way he would have liked it. But it's good movement from the Tigers.
Good job, Henning.
Crew on the attack. Unfortunately, their wingback was unable to get on the end of that pass for them.
Good job, Henning. Good job, Henning.
Henning sends it up.
Guys, be too compact.
Not sure what he saw there. Crew was able to collect and keep the pressure on the Tigers' half.
That's it, Chris. Good job, Chris. Good
Good
job.
win from Chris there. He's in on goal with one defender back. Great shot. Bottom bends. Awesome goal from Chris there.
Yeah, and this is, to toot my own horn a little bit, this was a fantastic bit of play. To be strong initially, go for that 50-50 ball, and win it off. And a little burst of pace here from myself to just go ahead and outrun these defenders and just to slow down, find that far corner. It felt good in the moment, and it looks good on film, so, you know, I'm not going to complain about it.
John, you ready? Go on. It is. When you start running.
Crew to get the game going again. That tight formation from Tigers forces a bad pass on the Crew's behalf. Quick attempt from Henning is cut out by Crew.
Oh, make sure, guys. Look at that pass.
Back and forth play. Big ball into Joel's box. Joel comes out to collect pretty handily.
Yeah, just commanding his area at the moment.
Give it to Pat if you need. Oh, beautiful time. Go, happy mark,
Go quick up to Mike. Mike holds it up for help. Takes a shot. Comes right back to Mike. He sends it over to Chris, who then takes a shot himself. Doesn't quite come off. Goes out for a Crew goal kick.
Well, and I will mention to my credit, this actually wasn't a shot. This was me trying to lace it in to Mike at the penalty spot. I just may have hit it a little too hard for that to truly be able to be controlled.
Crew get the game going again.
Pat, don't leave 10, Pat. Don't leave 10. Easy time.
More switching across the back. Tigers force a mistake. Pat brings the ball forward. Bounces around. Great finish from Henning. Again, that bottom right-hand corner. Finding its way past the keeper.
Yeah, and this goal all starts with Pat. Coming up big, winning the ball off, making a push and run, just saying, no, this ball is going forward, and then this deft little finish here from Henning to find the far post. I don't know a keeper in the league that's stopping that. This is just a beautiful run of play from both individuals. Hats off to them.
Who gets us going again? Crew find the man in the box and they send it bottom left corner. That finds its way past Joel for the first time in this game. Good little goal there from Crew.
Yeah, this is a lovely touch here from their striker. Then this was their danger man I was talking about earlier. He's quick, athletic, and to get your body around that and to finish back across goal. Very good goal from the Crew. And we have a game on our hands. Didn't hold that 2-0 lead for long, and it seems like the floodgates are opening.
Pat sends it up to Jason. Unfortunately, he's unable to get on the end of that. Ball goes out for a Crew goal kick. Great little move there from Chris. Get around his first attacker. Sends it up to Robert. Unfortunately, Robert's unable to get on the end of this. The goalkeeper's able to shield the ball out for another Crew goal kick.
The idea was good. The execution wasn't as good. It would have been helpful if Chris and Robert were on the same page.
Come on, Jose.
We bring it into Tigers half. Chris is there to get back quickly to defend that penalty spot. Send it out for a Crew goal kick, or Crew throw-in.
Yeah, and the way we're playing, it is imperative that as the center midfielder, you do get back to help the defense because you're essentially a third defender as well.
We have a foul here from Jason in a dangerous position just outside the D, central to the goal for Crew. Joel sets his wall, and the ref sets the 10-yard line.
Jason, that needs to go.
Quick little pass out wide. Crew were not on the same page there.
Good job, Jason. That was the pressure.
This was a great idea by the Crew, just trying to lay it off to their danger man one more time, try to get a quick shot on goal.
Bring it up, Fed.
Unfortunate for them not to come off, but fortunate for the Tigers. It's a
nice little touch from Robert over to Henning. Henning passes it back to Robert. Great finish over the keeper from Robert. That is 3-1 Tigers.
And look at this, Henning coming into the game. This all starts with Pat getting that ball into Robert, and then just a lovely little bit of interchange play between Robert and Henning here. Way to keep that head up and just lay that ball inside, and Robert keen enough to see the keeper going one way and drag that across his body into the near post. Fantastic finish. He's been needing it for his confidence this season, and it is great to see.
Let's go. Keep.
More of the same here from Crew. Tigers staying in that very low defensive block. Forcing a bad decision from Crew, but it does come off for a Crew corner, and that is cleared by Chris up to Henning. Mad dash. Henning unable to get to the end of that. Crew's able to keep the pressure on the Tigers' half. Ball goes wide for a Tigers goal kick.
Yeah, and seeing this footage back, it's a little bit lucky that the Tigers have escaped with only one goal scored on them. It seems like the Crew have left a few chances gone wanting. And to be fair, the Tigers have as well, but at least 3 of them have been capitalized on as they go into the half 3-1 over Crew.
Yeah, we have Chris with a goal at 14, Henning at 17, Robert at 21. Great job from the Tigers here. I think the main thing that's sticking out to me is that Tigers' defensive shape is really forcing the Crew to send bad passes up.
That's absolutely true. You're very right. Also some standout performances here from Pat and Henning and Joel especially, keeping us in the game. I don't think this game plays any better or any worse. What's the word? The game is better that those 3 are on the field, and can't say that enough. So hopefully look to bring that form into the second half and maybe rack these goals up, get them fast, get them early, and really put this one to bed.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how the teams come out in the second half. I don't think there's much that the Tigers need to change, but if the Crew want to get back into this one, they might want to go into a more attacking shape rather than sitting with the 3 at the back.
Yeah, maybe show a little bit more urgency.
Mike's going to get us started here.
He's jogging back from throwing the GoPro down because he just had to waste the time bringing the GoPro over there.
Good job. That's it, Chris. That's it, Chris.
I was telling him, like, why don't if you're immune with the floating,
great little move from John there to get us into an attacking position. Jason unable to get the touch he wanted, and Crew's able to engulf that attacking opportunity.
Yeah, John doing the work of the unsung hero in this game, being tenacious, being fast, always being a nuisance, and just finding himself in some dangerous positions.
Again, John just being a pest with an unlimited amount of energy, it seems.
And I saw this foul pretty close. Yeah, it was soft. It was very soft. He claimed that John stepped on him with his studs, but John wears turf shoes, so.
And he stayed down pretty long to be stepped on.
He really did. He really did.
Shot from Crew here. Way wide. Doesn't trouble the keeper here. Joel sets up for a goal kick.
It is interesting to me that the Crew are playing their danger man in the back. I mean, maybe that's where they feel the most comfortable with him. But then again, he does have a goal for them from playing that position.
Mike sets up at the top of Crew's box, send it over to Jason. Jason, not getting the touch he wants, but ball goes out for a corner kick.
Are you the corner taker, Jason?
Albert asking Jason if he's the corner kick taker. Like he hasn't seen what he's been doing recently. As this ball comes in.
Oh, shit.
Jason puts that in. Chris doing well to wrap around that. Crew able to block that off of their goal and send the ball back the other way.
Pick up the runner on coming there. You got one behind you, Jason. One behind you, Jason. Good job, Jason. Good job, Jason.
Crew gets it into the Tigers' box pretty handily.
Push up, guys. Push up.
Unfortunately for them, they're unable to turn that on the goal.
Yeah, that was great defensive work there from Jason and Pat, or Jason and Jose. I can't remember which two. Jason specifically stood out, getting on the end of that and blocking that shot.
Shot goes wide for Tigers goal kick. Joel sends it long up to Mike. Mike unable to get on the end of that. Crew's able to keep the pressure on Tigers. Ball goes out for a Tigers throw. Pat gets the game going again quickly. John with a great job at shielding. Not able to turn the ball into the goal, and the Crew goalkeeper comes out and collects.
And of note here, like we mentioned at halftime, Crew do seem to be throwing more players forward and causing an overload in the Tigers' half, which you'll start to see more balls go over the top from the Tigers as the pressure continues.
Coming together there for 50-50 ball and a late whistle from a man in yellow, giving the Crew a free kick at the halfway line. Pat cutting it out for Chris to send it long for Mike to get on the end of that. Mike sends it back to Chris here. Chris carrying it forward into the Crew, unable to get around. Great shot from Chris. Keeper up to the challenge and sends that long for a Tigers throw in.
Be there for the rebound, guys.
Yeah, you can see the Crew a little bit more susceptible to the counterattacks as we just look to throw pace forward to try to put more in the back of the net.
Pat setting up for another long Tigers throw in. I think that slipped a little bit. Mike tries to turn it on the goal, but it goes long. Great collection from Henning. Sends it up for Pat. Try and get it into the Crew box, but they're able to cut that.
I feel like it's maybe not necessary for a team to have a guy who can make a long throw in. We have a few on the team that can do it, but Pat's is on a different level.
Crew send a cross in, touches no one, and goes out for a throw in for the Tigers. They had two people in the box there. That was a dangerous cross.
That was dangerous. That absolutely was dangerous. But what I was saying about Pat is that once you have it on your team, it's hard to imagine life without it. All right, thought finished. We can get back to the game.
Down the line. Take down the line. Down the line. That's it. Good job. Go. Take him. Take him for a run. Okay? Good time.
More of the same from Crew. Attempting a darting pass that gets sent back for a recycle.
That was wonderful work from John there, baiting him into the line and it ending up exactly where we wanted it. They went out for a corner, but he prevented that ball into the middle, which is a lot more dangerous than them having the ball down in the corner.
Huh? Oh, you want the orange one? Huh? Okay, you want it?
Crew setting up for their first corner of the game, I believe. Dangerous ball, but Henning is there to collect and send it out.
Pressure!
Push up now.
And this attempt from myself to chase this down is just atrocious, absolutely unnecessary.
Good, Pat!
Go, Henning, go!
More great defensive work there from the Tigers.
Followed by more disgusting offensive work from myself, passing it straight into his foot.
I like the attempt. I appreciate what you were going for there.
The thought was good. The execution was bad.
Chris absolutely sawing down the defender for the Crew for a free kick just outside the center circle.
Cheating a couple yards there.
Tigers not making the same mistake they had in the last Crew free kick. Crew sends it in. That was always wide. Goal kick, Tigers.
It seems to be a common theme. Some teams are great at capitalizing off dead balls. Some teams are not, and the Crew seems to be struggling with that dead ball situation.
I think the Tigers got away with one there. Ball's getting cleared. But Crew is able to collect and keep the pressure in the Tigers' half. John just being a pest again, winning that ball off of two Crew players. Unfortunately, it does go out for a Crew throw-in. I'm sorry, dead ball.
Yeah, he liked calling John for fouls this game.
Interesting, Crew still not committing anybody into the box. Like this ball goes into the box. Joel has to deal with that. He sends that out for a corner, but Crew aren't putting anybody in the box to commit anything forward, interestingly enough.
Yeah, it's almost like they're waiting for that ball to pop out so they can pounce on it and shoot from there. But if I were Crew, I'd be just getting bodies in there, creating chaos, and hoping something happens.
Corner's dealt with by Tigers. Mike brings it up, stands on it, finds an easy pass to get the pressure finally out of the Tigers' half and put some pressure into the Crew. Chris sends that into the box. There is a Crew member on the end of that to keep that out.
How have we not made that joke yet?
Goes out for a corner for Tigers. A little bit of gamesmanship here from Henning, walking over the corner. I like it. It's a great corner from Henning. Mike unable to keep that down, and that goes long and wide of the goal.
Yeah, it's a good opportunity for the Tigers.
Tigers seem happy to absorb the pressure from the Crew at this point in the game.
Good D. Give him option now.
I believe that's Robert doing well to win the ball deep in the Tigers' half and get it back across. Henning collecting, staying composed, maintaining possession, and getting the reinforcements of the Tigers up. Jose bringing that forward, looking for an option, doesn't get it to Henning quickly enough. Crew are able to cut that out and turn the pressure back into the Tigers. Great attempt there from the Crew, not only to bring that down, but then to take the half volley, but Joel's up to the challenge, keeping that out of his goal.
Go, Henning! Come on, Henning!
That's a great pass from Robert, with Henning running free on the backside, unfortunately unable to turn that into another goal. Crew bring the ball up. Sending it back post. They are able to steer that goalward, but it goes wide for another Tigers throw-in. Tigers goal kick.
That was a very good pass, very dangerous pass from the Crew.
Tigers opt to bring the ball down the left-hand side. Robert getting harried and losing it for a quick Crew counter, who get the ball into the box. Unfortunately, their forward is not up to the opportunity to get that goalward, and the ball goes out for another Tigers goal kick.
Yeah, Tigers really need to tighten things up back here. A lot of dangerous opportunities coming in. And if you have a player who is deadly on the ball, I mean, we could have 4 or 5 goals in on the green guys.
And a bit of lackadaisical nature here from the Tigers. Jose sends that up. Mike's able to bring that down. Takes it wide, waits for reinforcements from the Tigers. Stands on the ball here, not much pressure. Drops it to Henning. Henning looks, sets up, sends that across goal. Unfortunately, Robert's not able to get on the end of that. Out for a Crew goal kick.
Yeah, it's a good idea. It's a good cross. I wish the eyes were up a little bit more, but I don't hate that idea. If Robert gets on the end of it, it's certainly dangerous.
Feel like the Tigers could take a little bit more time with the ball in the Crew's half. Seems like they're going for another goal there. Crew bringing the ball into the Tigers half.
Good job. Go, Mike. Go. Jason. And Jason, stay up there.
Huh?
Stay up there. Okay. One more, okay? And don't waste your energy, Jason. Stay up there.
I believe we have a free kick for the Tigers. Robert stands over it, drops it to Pat. Pat shifts it across to Henning. Henning finds a good ball for Robert. Unfortunately, Robert's unable to bring that down in the box, but he is able to collect it. Stands his guy up, not able to get the move he wanted. Jose taking it back. Oh, bumble from Jose. It goes out for a Crew corner. Interesting run of play there.
Yeah, a little nervousness from Jose. Maybe Joel called him off, and Jose didn't like how quickly the guy behind him was coming up and felt like he needed to deal with it on his own.
Ultimately, it's better that than the goal, so.
Absolutely.
Crew corner. Dangerous ball. Just falls to Henning's feet, who quickly gets that out of the box. Pressure remains on the Tigers here. Another ball in. Crew's striker gets to the end of that, but Joel is quickly out of his goal to squash any chance that Crew had at putting that in the back of the net.
Yeah, and I will say in recovery there, Jose did well to shield the guy off the ball so Joel could collect that.
Switch across for Henning. Henning set up. He shoots. Crew's keeper is up to the challenge to keep that out of the net. Out for a Tigers corner.
Yeah, that's a great save from the keeper there. You expect Henning to ripple the back of the net with a shot from that close, but Keeper did his best job to make himself big.
Robert sends it in. Great attempt there from Chris. Not able to get it in. That was Jason. Jason putting it back into the box. Crew keeper collects and sends it back. Tigers goalward. Away.
Hard sprints, boys.
Tigers, or Crew sending that across the Tigers goal yet again, but unable to get anybody on the end of that. Tigers really need to tighten up, like we said.
And it's the dying embers of the match, so the Crew are going to start getting a little more desperate, start putting more shots in, trying to get more chances.
Joel sets up for a goal kick. Opting for the short route. Robert sends it long up to Jason, who lucky bounced through, but the Crew's keeper is out of his goal quickly to keep that out of his net. Crew are finally committing more men forward. Unfortunately for them, they're unable to keep that ball in to keep the pressure on. But it seems like they're finally getting more than 2 or 3 people into the Tigers' half.
Yeah, and it feels like the Tigers are really resting on this 2-goal lead. And in 7-a-side, that's should never really be an option, as goals can tend to be more plentiful. You wouldn't know it by looking at our games this season. But goals can happen quick and happen fast, and the game switches pace so much.
Yeah, the 2-goal lead is the most dangerous lead in the pros. Amateurs, it's probably even more dangerous. Crew get a lucky ball through, but Jose is able to block that out and send the ball out wide while his reinforcements show up. John taking a nice little hesitation touch and bringing the ball into the Crew's half. Crew just aren't putting any pressure and just letting him take all the space he wants. Shifting it around, Robert takes a shot. Crew are able to get on the end of that to block that out wide for another Tigers corner.
And I want to note Jose's defensive prowess there, forcing the guy to make a mistake and getting the ball off of him.
Robert stands over the corner.
Robert's going to be right back.
John tries to turn that goalward. He was pretty wide of the goal. That would have been a tall challenge, but he did a pretty good job at it, even as it was. Unfortunately, that goes out for a Crew goal kick.
Yeah, John just finding himself in dangerous positions again. He's been doing well running with the ball, getting into the spaces defensively. It's just that final touch in front of goal that's elusive for him. I'm assuming he's going to figure it out at some point here soon. You can only be in those spots so many times before it just ends up going your way. And we're hoping that for John.
Jason keeping pressure on the back line of the Crew, forcing a ill-advised shot, cross, something that goes out for a Tigers goal kick.
Yeah, and you can feel that's a little bit of desperation as this game is almost dead and gone as we crest into the 22nd minute, almost the 23rd.
One of the Crew players stumble, turning the ball over to Robert, carries it into the Crew's half. Chris taking a little chip over for Jason. Unfortunately, 2 Tigers players are unable to get on the end of that. And Crew is able to clear. Ref blows the whistle on a 50-50 ball. Because he thinks you kicked the guy?
I think so. I'm the one that poked the ball, but I'll let you a little hint. This is the game. He didn't even let them play the foul out, and he's going to blow for a Tigers 3-1 victory over the Crew to take home all 3 points. And no difference or no special things happened in that second half. All the action was in the first.
Yeah, Tigers. This was a great example of how the Tigers, I think, want to play, and as you can see, that pushes them back to the top of the table.
Top of the table. The top of the table is still really tight, though. First through fifth, only 2 points separating them. A couple of notables here. Myself taking the goal lead by the reins. Also Joel with an 89% save rate on the season. And you'll notice a bunch of goals and assists from a bunch of people on the team, showing that this team is not just a one-trick pony. Also, don't forget to join us next week for our game against RSGA Retro, which is actually the first video on our channel. So I hope you guys will come back and check us out. See you later.